Let's see. All right, so I've started the recording. And Nikki, as we go through, if there's anything I need to know about working with your body, things we have to watch out for, you just let me know. Don't worry about interrupting the flow or anything like that. Okay?
Okay.
So wherever you are, we'll just connect with the breath. So Lotta, for you, since you have this brother virus, as we're calling it, just work with your breath as feels appropriate. And with Nikki and Angela, we'll begin first, as we always do. Just sit with your body for a moment. So an invitation to stop moving, to let your thoughts settle as much as possible. And in this space of beginning, just watch and observe how you are in this moment without holding too strongly to an opinion about how it should be. So feeling the sensations in your body, noticing how you feel energetically. So we've heard the word tired. And just notice what that experience feels like today. Notice maybe also any emotions you might be aware of right now. Again, without a strong opinion, just notice what you feel. Noticing also perhaps your thoughts and how they flow as you pause for a moment in stillness. An opening invocation that we bring every week to practice, just to acknowledge that when we come together, there is a strength for ourselves and for each other. Om Sahana Bhavatu, Sahana Punaktu, Sahaviryam Karavavahai, Tejasvina Vati Tamastu, Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. So let's just bring a little bit of breath into the body first before we make larger movements. Lotta, keep your breath a more natural rhythm. Don't try to breathe deeply now. And for the rest of us, just begin to deepen the inhale. Gentle Ujjayi technique. And long, slow exhale. And just let the breath build each time you breathe. Taking a deeper inhale and just notice how your body makes space for that breath. Notice how it impacts your posture. Notice if the breath feels restricted or if it feels like it fills your body easily. On the exhale, just noticing if the flow of the breath feels smooth and gentle, or if it feels a little stuck. So just noticing the quality of breath. Just do about 3 more breaths like that. Deep inhale, long, smooth exhale. And Lotta, for you, it's just breath awareness, feeling the gentle flow of breath. Honoring the fatigue and the work your body's already doing to keep you healthy. And then slowly, those of us who are coming to the feet will stand up. Rearrange my space here. I haven't been doing performative yoga for a while now, so bring this down. Oh, see, I have a new configuration. I have to figure out how to make this work. Let's see. Go away for summer, everything changes. Okay. There we go. Okay. There we go. All right, so Lotta, you can do everything lying down that we're gonna do. So for you, it might be better to lie on the floor unless your body wants it.
I got inspired now, so I must try it just a bit.
Oh, just to try. Good. We're gonna make sure that
Lotta
like, sleep.
I feel like this happiness coming like flowers here.
That's right. We call that the power of Sangha.
Oh yeah.
Sangha is our spiritual community, bound together with all of the people. Mirka, Angela, Mie, over in Hilo. So just noticing the feet. So Nikki, taking your feet. Oh, I see a little cat tail sticking up there.
I'm cat sitting.
And just the feet are just placed somewhere under your hips. So feeling like the knees over the feet, aligned with the hips. They don't have to be close together. So your stance can be as wide as what feels comfortable for you. See if you can feel the sensation like a triangle under each foot. So the heel and the balls of the feet on the inside and outside. Balancing. Feeling like the sternum lifted up. Beautiful. And let's start to just feel the posture, noticing how it feels to stand in gravity with a little more attention and awareness in the posture. You don't need to fix, just feel what's there. Keep breathing nice and deeply. We'll just do a very simple little movement at first. I'll just turn sideways so you can see. And as you inhale, you're going to lift the chin up. And exhale, drop it down. Hey, Mr. Spock, are you staying here? So inhaling, chin up. Exhaling, chin down. And imagine the head is rotating around a point between the ears. So the back of the neck, not moving too much, but the chin lifts and drops. So an axis running through the ears, rotating the head in that way. And then next time the chin drops, let the head come a little more forward. And as you lift the head up, let the chin lift. So now you're flexing the neck forward just a bit. Feeling a little bit the thoracic spine. Flexing as you go forward as well. So the shoulders curve as you come down. And the shoulders follow the chest as you lift up. So you don't have to do anything with the shoulders. They just follow the position of your rib cage, your head as you're lifting and dropping. Good. And then come back to a neutral position. Fingertips against the sternum. So you can take the hands pressed against the chest as well, but I find this fingertips to the sternum So the fingers are sort of between the breasts here. So feeling the pressure against the sternum with the fingertips. And as you inhale, lifting that head again. And as you exhale, fingertips to the sternum, elbows forward, head drops down. Inhale, open. So it's like inhale, you're opening the front of the chest. Exhale, opening the back of the chest. So remembering our heart doesn't just lie in the front, it's through our center. So opening the heart in the back and opening the heart in the front. We use this visualization sometimes where we have clear blue skies above us, deep roots below, in front of us opening to the infinite potential and opportunities in front of us. And as we expand behind us, we open up into a freedom of letting go of what has passed. So opening to the future and letting go of the past. It's the opposite of branding. It's being with what is, with freedom and confidence. And then eventually maybe stay here with the arms open wide. Maybe the palms of the hands turn up if that feels comfortable for your shoulders. Reaching out and breathing. We can think of this like the Tau symbol of Francis of Assisi. It's the Hebrew letter symbol of transformation. Looks like a letter T, like for Tammy. Just standing here, breathing. At any time, if you need a break, take a break. Otherwise, reach. My friend Carol called this the anti-gravity position. But you can feel the gravity's real here, just reaching. And then look over at one hand and look over at the other hand. Just being aware of the neck and how it feels as you turn the head gently, no forcing. And then just a little detail with the hands as you look to one side, the hand behind you, like you're turning around doorknob, let the hand turn. And then as you look towards the other side, palm comes up and rotate the other hand. So you're sort of rotating as you look away. Good. Let the arms come down for a moment, take a break, shake it out. And just one more little awakening for the arms and shoulders. One more time, hands up. And this time, palms push away like the mountain. Good. This is a nice one you can also do with the wall. Woo! Feel that whole underarm. Woo! Otherwise, just stand, engaging the muscles in the upper arm, feeling the lower arm lengthening. And then shake it out. I'm going to let Mr. Spock leave now because now he's realized he doesn't like to hang out in here with me. There we go. And let's wake up the whole side of the body. So feel left and right side. And just notice if one side feels a little bit tighter than the other. Choose whichever side you like. I'm going to choose my tighter side, which today is the left. So my right hand is going to stay here in my core. Left hand is going to reach up and come back down. So integrating the breath. Inhale, the arm comes up. Like this side is opening like an accordion, but we keep the center line straight, and exhale down. Each time you reach up, lengthening from the foot to the fingertips and back down. As much as possible, moving with the rhythm of your own breath. Good. And then the next time you come up, we'll stay with the arm up. Reaching, 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 reaching. If it's a low energy day and you feel like your system needs less stimulation, then just be more gentle. Let it be a more rooted position. Otherwise, reach, 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 and lengthen, and then release. Bye, Lotta. And then we'll try the other side. Hand to the belly. Reach up just about 4 times. Up and back down. Up and down. Two more times. Beautiful. Ah, feel that whole side opening, opening, opening. Good. And then last time, we're going to stay here, reaching, 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 just a few breaths. And then release it, come down, shake it out a little bit. Just going to get my clock here so I can be attentive of the time. Good. And then let's bring it together. So we'll bring both arms up just a couple times. So Nikki, after your chiropractic visit, your spine should be nice and aligned to lift up.
Yes, it is.
Yep, there you go. And down. And then just touch the floor. So don't think of it as a yoga posture. Just come down, let the knees bend as much as you need to. Belly, body against the legs. Let the head hang, hands down. As you come up, inhale, lift, engage the spine, reach out, reach up. Stay standing, bring the arms down in whatever way you like. Pause a moment. So if we have these low energy days, we might need a little bit of a break as we come up. Still don't know what the English word would be for the Kreislauf we say in German. So notice your Kreislauf. So inhale up. Exhale down. Relax, lengthen the back of the body, neck is relaxed, head hangs down. And then as you inhale, reach up. And hands down. And my Buddhist teacher, Mario Tanavaro, says, the suffering occurs in the space between the earth and the sky. And each time we reconnect to our heart, we bind the earth and sky together, and there is no more space for suffering. So let this movement be an expression of that idea. Bringing the sky to the earth. The earth to the sky. Bind them in your heart. And let the suffering subside. And then if this position feels okay, you can come down here, stay with the hands towards the earth, the head down.
breathing a little bit. If the back of the legs feel a little bit tight, just one leg after the other, lengthening. The other knee bends, so one time, one side after the other. I know you guys are both pretty flexible, so just be gentle not to overstretch the back side of the body. This is almost like an inversion for those of us with flexible joints. The upper body hanging down, creating some traction along the thoracic spine, the neck. And then slowly come up. Pause for a moment. Beautiful. Feeling our body. Just a moment in gratitude. You all showed up today. So grateful for this body who gives us enough energy, even after a long day, to show up and bring some attention and some awareness to ourselves. And then let's take a warrior-like stance. So one leg in front of the other. Same idea of the two triangles under both feet. We call this samastiti, this feeling of equal weight on the feet. And then let's do, I know, we'll do this one. So we'll keep the hands. You can do fingertips to the sternum or hands across the breast. And as you inhale, just open the arms, lift the chin, feel the front of the body open, shoulder blades together. Exhale, bring the hands back. So inhale, open. Exhale, drop the chin. Good, nice balanced feet. Stance is nice and wide so you don't feel so wobbly. Good. And then now we're going to come forward in the posture, and let's bring the hands into a position with the palms in a fist, palms facing up. So this is the inhale position. We pull the elbows back. Keep the legs like they are, and as you exhale, push. Straight arms. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Good. The hands come down for a moment. Just bring the feet together and pause. And then when you're ready, we'll switch sides. So find balance on both feet. First few times, we're going to come forward, inhale, open, lift the chin, open the chest. Exhale, open the back side of the chest. Inhale, forward. Exhale, releasing what's behind us. Inhale, moving forward towards the future. And exhale, knowing we did our best, releasing the past. And then as we come into the posture, we have our hands, fists, palms up. As you inhale, elbows back. As you exhale, push. Inhale. And then release. Step the feet together and pause. And just as a gentle counter pose, let's come down, touch the earth again, gently. Neck releases, head hangs down. And then slowly come back up. And then we'll switch the position of the feet here. Feet wide apart. And let's do a little bit lengthening the side of the body. So let's turn one foot out. And just being aware of tracking the position of the foot and the knee of both legs. Feel like they're in alignment. And let's inhale, open these arms. Palms of the hands turn up. Keeping the upper arm in the same position, just rotate the hand down. So creating a spiraling-like sensation through the arms and reaching them out. Then inhale. Exhale, just touch the knee. Inhale, come all the way up. So make sure you're engaged through the core so you're not arching the back too much, like you're fitting between two buildings. And you don't want your shoulders to scrape, your butt to scrape, and up. So this is more of a sensation than an actual visual thing. So I don't use walls very often because our body shapes don't match this image. We have things protruding in the front and the back. But the idea is the core of the body moves from one side and down. And eventually, let's stay here. Let's rest the hand on the knee. We want to lengthen this top side of the body. So we're going to inhale, reach the arm over, using the lower hand to support the weight. And the weight supported can be as much or as little as you like. So if you take the hand with not much weight, the core of your body is holding you up. And the hand here can help support that. Focus is on the upper side of the body, lengthening. So stay here a few breaths. Deep inhale. Feel like your fascia is just opening up a little bit. From that back foot all the way to the fingertips. Then when you feel like you've lengthened that side sufficiently, come back to the center. If your body could use some compensation, just fold forward towards the floor. Otherwise, just stay for a moment and feel. So anytime the back's tight, a nice forward fold is always a good place to go. When I teach people how to sequence, forward folds play a big part in that. When you feel ready, we'll do the other side. So turn the other foot out. Get those arms spiraled. So palms up, rotate down, facing the front. Inhale here. Exhale, just touch the knee. Inhale up. Down. Again, the core of the body down and back up. Then come down, we'll stay in the posture, resting the hand on the knee as strongly or as lightly as you like. Inhale, reach this arm over. After a few breaths, when you feel like you complete, come up to standing, both feet forward. Pause a moment. And then when you feel ready, slowly come down, either elbows to the knees or all the way down towards the floor. Knees bending as much as you need to. Just let the upper back release, the neck release, and breathe. Come all the way back up. And let's come down to the floor on hands and knees. Good. How you doing, Nikki?
Good.
Good? Okay.
I definitely needed the stretch.
Good. So as we go to the ground floor, find movements, variations that feel comfortable for your body. So every body's a little different. So the image that I'm showing here, I don't usually perform postures when I'm teaching live classes with people, but I find that this variation seems to help on the video. So the posture should feel comfortable. If the way that I'm performing it is a way that doesn't feel comfortable for you, play with it a little bit or ask if anything comes up, because I don't know your body too well yet because we haven't worked in this way together. So just keep a conversation going, and I'll keep reminding you of the intention of the movement that I'm presenting, and then we'll see if we can help you find that intention. So hands and knees, just to begin, and feeling as if you're touching the earth for the first time, like your hands are touching sacred ground. The ground where you are is the sacred ground at the moment. So let your hands be a vessel for this awareness. And we'll do a simple movement that we do a lot in this class, Nikki, is called Chakravakasana. So the knees aren't together. There's a bit of space between the knees. You're going to take a breath in, and as you exhale, drop the elbows, let the shoulders relax, the head comes down, and the hips move towards the feet. So make sure you have enough space between the knees to let your body feel comfortable and not too much compressed. And then as you inhale, come up. And feel like you're lengthening a little bit the front of the body, so the middle of the back drops towards the floor, the chin lifts a little bit. And as you exhale, elbows bend, shoulders relax, head drops, and move the hips back towards the feet. So do that a few times. And just notice what you're feeling in your back. Notice if you feel this more in the middle back, upper back, or lower back. Depending on what's happening in your body, you might be feeling it somewhere completely different. It might feel it more in the knees or the ankles or the hips. And then we'll start to lengthen out the back of the body in a little bit of a different way. So we take the knees the next time you come up, and we'll step one knee a little bit more in front. So now one knee is a little bit further behind the other knee. Okay? Just about like 6 inches, not even 6 inches, just a couple inches difference. And so right now I have my right knee back further than my left. So right knee is back. So I'm going to take my right arm and bring it a little more forward. So there's more space between my right knee and hand than there is between my left knee and hand. And then I'm just going to move back in the same kind of position and let the right side of my body lengthen on the back side. So the hip doesn't have to go all the way down. So my hip's not all the way down. And just notice what you feel. The intention here is to create a lengthening on one side from the low back, the iliosacral joint on one side, to the shoulder, maybe to the all the way to the hand in front. And breathe here. And if you notice places where there's restriction or tightness, imagine you can bring your breath into that space. And then after a few breaths, you can come up, bring the knees in a symmetric position again, and then reverse the knees. So now my left knee is further back, left arm is further forward, and then lengthening along the other side as you come back. And just be curious about any asymmetries you notice. We try not to beat up our bodies in this class, so it's not one side is the bad side, one side is the good side. This body is carrying us forward, so we help it as we can. Then come up again. Symmetric knees, symmetric hand position again. And then just do a simple side lateral stretch. So we're gonna look over the shoulder to one side and look at the hip. And then look over the shoulder on the other side at the hip. So just take a few breaths like that. So bring the hip towards the head towards the hip. Notice if you're more aware of stretching on the side that's longer or if you're more aware of contracting on the side that's shorter. So this is like a really slow tail wag. A little bit of the Zumba hips kind of getting ready here. Good. And then with that, we'll move into a gentle twist. So we're going to take one hand and bring it through. Yay, you made it. Wonderful. And we'll come down, shoulder down. The other arm above you, reaching forward. Just breathing here, noticing what you feel. And then come back up. Pause a moment. Let yourself unwind around the twist. Then take the other arm down. And breathing. And when you feel you've completed that second side, just come up to the hands and knees and do simple Chakravakasana back and forth. And again, keeping the knees as close or as far apart as you'd like. What some people label as classical asana, things like knees together. Just remember these variations were created for thin men of a certain class. They had no breasts to consider, no bellies to consider. So we can experiment with the sensation of knees together. But for some feminine bodies in particular, that variation may not be so useful for us. And then after you complete, just come forward to lying on the belly. Good. Let's take the arms out to the side. Just take your forehead to the floor. So I'll guide you with my voice. You don't have to watch anything. So palms of the hands can be down. And just begin by inhaling and lifting the head and chest away from the floor. The hands can stay on the floor. And exhale, come down. If you like, you can turn your head to one side, or otherwise just keep the forehead down. Inhale, head and chest up. And down. So these first few rounds is just noticing how the back is feeling. If there's any sensitivity or if it's feeling integrated and strong. And of course, as we go step by step, just be respectful of the state of your back today. Again, turning the head as you come down if you like, or head center. When you come down, let those shoulders relax. As you inhale, come up, think about bringing the shoulder blades together, lifting the chest, the head. And when you lift up, think less about coming up high and think about bringing the sternum forward towards the wall in front of you. And back down. And then if you like, you can start to lift the hands off the floor as you lift the head and chest. And exhale down. So step by step with your back, being respectful and kind. And as you continue, if your back is feeling strong, maybe next time lifting the head and chest and hands and maybe one leg. And as you exhale, let everything come down and pause. If that was okay, try head, chest, arms, and the other leg, and down. So whatever level you're working at, keep working there. And eventually we take a little pause here. Let everything come down. And then if you like, if your back is feeling great, you have the energy, just come up in whatever version of this posture you like to work with. You can lift hands and feet, or you can keep both hands and feet on the floor. You can change the position of the arms so they're a little more supportive. Otherwise, just stay and breathe. And then come down. See, and when you're practicing at home, you can be like me, and the air that gets pushed out of your belly can be the reminder to come down. And then from here, if it feels good for your body, just come back in a gentle childlike posture. Let the back lengthen. And just pause for a moment. Feeling the body. And then when you're ready, we'll lie on the back. So just feeling the back of the body on the floor. So whatever position your feet are in, just make sure your back feels comfortable. So sometimes keeping the knees bent is a little more supportive for the low back. So notice for a moment how the body feels in a more restful position. So we started standing, come to the hands and knees, lying on the belly, and now on the back. So we'll do a few things on the back here, and we'll come to some seated postures after that. So let's take one knee towards us. I think Spock is back. Oh, he was stopped by someone. So if it feels comfortable, you can keep both hands on the floor. Just keep the knee of one leg towards you. And as you inhale, lift the heel up towards the ceiling, flex the toes towards your face. And exhale, release the foot, let it relax as you bend the knee and bring it towards the hip. So inhale, the foot comes up, flexing. Exhale, release the foot, bring it towards the hip. So just doing that a few times. Lengthening the front side of the body as we, or the front side of the leg as you exhale. Engaging the muscles along the front side of the leg as you inhale. And as a result, as you engage the front side of the leg, the back side of the leg lengthens. You might feel stretching sensation. And exhale, let it move down. And after a few breaths, we'll keep the leg in upward position. Flex the foot for a moment or two, breathing nice and deep and slow. And then just pointing and flexing the foot a few times. Again, feeling the front side of the leg contract, pointing the toe, feel the back side. So just this beautiful relationship between the front and back of the leg. And really being aware of the toes, pulling back as you flex the foot and pointing as you point the foot. So just wake up the muscles along the bottom of the foot, activating the fascia. And then just a little bit of awareness with the ankle here. Flex the foot one more time and bring the pinky toe down to the outside. So lengthening the inside of the lower leg. And then we'll bring the foot to center and then bring the big toe side down towards the inside. So lengthening the outside of the lower leg. Whew. And then maybe some just gentle circles with the foot. And then bring that leg down to the floor. Maybe stretch out the other leg if it's okay for your back. Pause for a moment. Just notice what you feel. I feel the releasing of about 10,000 cobblestone steps from Assisi from last week. Whew. And then we'll switch sides and do something like that on the other side. So the other leg comes up, foot away from the floor. And then inhale, lengthen the foot up towards the ceiling, flex, and release on exhale. Again, just being aware of how the leg is moving here. So with the alignment of the knee, if there's any sounds or sensations in the knee, just creating some information for you to understand that joint. Watching this relationship between the front side of the leg, the back side of the leg. And then eventually stay here in this position, toes pulled back towards your face, the back side of the leg lengthened, front side of the leg engaged from the ankle all the way to the hip flexors. Keeping the leg up, point and flex the foot, point the toes, pull them back. See how much movement you have, freedom of movement here with the toes. Notice if it's different than the other foot. So just warming up these small muscles that carry us all day long. And then eventually you're going to flex the foot again, take the pinky toe towards the outside, so lengthening along the inside of the lower leg. And then come to neutral, and then take the big toe towards the inner side, lengthening the outer side of the lower leg. And when you feel ready, just some gentle circles with the ankle. Whew. Release as you feel ready and rest for a moment. So again, with this awareness of day-to-day practice, today that really woke my feet up. It's been a lot of walking in my life the last couple of weeks. Whew, and I haven't done that sequence for myself this time. I guess I needed it. So notice how your body feels as a response to that. And let's come back then to the hips a little bit here. Let's take one ankle and bring it across the knee of the other leg. So making like a number 4. So stay here just a moment. Notice what you feel, hips and knees. If this is comfortable and easy for you, bring that leg up. So the bent knee is bringing gently this foot towards you. So you can hold on to the top of the knee. Make sure there's no pulling on the knee. You can also hold around behind the thigh, behind the upper leg, or you can just gently hold on to the knee. I find the knee is a little more accessible. And then you can maybe rock a little bit from one side or the other side, just noticing if you feel something different. If I tip just a little bit, bringing that foot closer to the floor, I feel a little bit more different part of the hip, even going into almost the tailbone. And then from here, you might even bring that foot closer towards the floor. And maybe some of us bringing that foot all the way to the floor. It's not so much a hip stretch, but it goes a little bit more into the back as the foot comes closer to the floor. Notice what you feel. And then we'll come back up, release the feet, pause a moment. And then we'll gently make this number 4 with the other foot. Bring the leg away from the floor. You could hold on to the knee or behind the thigh. Can also use a nice strap or a towel here to wrap around the leg. Again, noticing if or how this side is different than the other side. And then you can play with the position here, sort of moving towards one side, bringing that foot a little bit closer towards the floor. And you can stay and be curious about whatever you feel. So wherever you find an interesting position, you're welcome to stay there, breathe, feel. You can bring this foot towards the floor or to the floor, depending on how your body feels with this position. And then as you complete, just come back to the center, bring both feet to the floor. A couple times, gentle Dvipadapitam. So inhale, slowly lifting the hips up towards the ceiling. Exhale, coming down. Inhale, coming up. This is a great posture for strengthening, integrating the muscles along the back side of the body. Very useful if you're replacing the faucet in your kitchen because you have to stay in this position for quite a while. Feel free to use the arms in whatever way feels appropriate. You can sweep the arms out to the side if you have space, over the head, and as you exhale, lower the arms down. Or if you don't have as much space to the side, you can lift the arms up over the head and exhale back down. If it feels nice, the next time you exhale, you can let the head turn to one side. Inhale, the head comes back to the center, nose pointing towards the ceiling. Exhale to the other side. Or you can just simply keep the head in the center, keep the arms next to the body, and just feel the spine lifting and lowering with your breath. If it feels good for your body, you can maybe stay in this posture for a few more breaths. Lift up, engage, be aware and gentle with the neck, that you don't feel too much stress or pressure on the neck. With my one student, he keeps his upper back all the way on the floor when he does this because he has some irritation in his neck. So just staying here, strengthening the legs, strengthening the glutes, strengthening the back of the torso. breathing. Activating, releasing all the way down. Pause a moment and then bring the hands and knees together, so feet away from the floor, Dvipadapitam. So inhale, let the arms lengthen. Exhale, pull the knees gently towards you. Knees can be close together, a little further apart, just play with the position. Inhale, arms lengthen, knees move away, keep the hands on the knees. Exhale, pull them towards you. So the intention here is a gentle lengthening of the low back as the knees come towards you. So the hips stay on the floor. It's a small movement. Knees together. There's a gentle massage of the lower belly. Stimulating the Apana Vayu, the part of our system that helps to eliminate, process, release. And then finally, we'll bring the feet to the floor. This time the knees and the ankles touching close to each other. And then very simply, as you inhale, let the knees open to the side. And as you exhale, slowly, slowly, knees together. And just to invite you to visualize some energetics of this movement. As you inhale, it's as if the light of the universe enters into the center channel of the body, all the way to the pelvic floor as the knees open. As you exhale, engaging the inner thighs, pelvic floor, shifting that light back out and offering it up through the crown of the skull. Inhale, in. Holding here, the pelvic floor. Exhale, back up. If you like this image of light coming in, as you can rest for a moment or two with the knees open, with the sense of this golden light in the area of the pelvis. And then from here, we're going to let the body rest for a few minutes. So we're going to come into some sort of resting position, some sort of shavasana. So find a position that's comfortable for you. Make sure you stay warm. I know we have several people in very warm places already. For you guys, you might want to enjoy the cool breeze. So just rest for a moment. Feel the body. Noticing the effects of the sequence of movements, breathing, of guiding your attention. Recognizing that the sensations you feel are not so much the result of what I'm doing, but the result of what you're doing. The energy to show up, to be present, to be aware of your body, to give attention to your body, and just notice what this does for you. As you rest, just notice if you're able to be here in your home, in a quiet, safe space, and invite your mind to be here with you when it takes you out to plan the next moment, what comes next. Just invite it to be here in this restful space. Om Dio Shantirahanta Yakshagum Shanti Prithivi Shantir Apam Shantiroshataya Shanti Vanaspataya Shanti Vishve Deva Shanti Brahma Shanti Sarvagum Shanti Shanti Evam Shanti Satma Shanti Redhi Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. So as you feel ready to come back to the attention of your body, find the breath again, reawaken, and slowly come back to sitting. And so just like we began, sit for a moment, feeling this multi-level existence, the body, the energy, the emotions, the thoughts. And now this sense of peace, this feeling Angela spoke of when we said that being in Assisi last week feels like a dream, like a little golden light that's, you're not sure if it's real or not anymore. Peace is like that. And then, Nikki, at the end of practice, we come back to an idea, like at the beginning, we reach out for one another. And then at the end is a little mantra I share just to remember that as we practice, it's not just for this little self of us, it's to remember that we are a piece of this universe and a piece of this world, and that this tiny bit of peace we may find through our practice is really a gift for all beings. Lokaha samastaha sukhino bhavantu, for the benefit of all beings. Thank you, ladies.